The university made a proposal to Teamsters Local 320, but they're not backing down, and they came out in numbers in the rain. The latest data is from 2024, and this goes all the way back to 2008. But what we're going to focus on is this year right here, 2014, where there was 135 gunshot victims in a single year. Then it went on to an upward trend to 2021, with 308 gunshot victims in a single year. There's no shelter-in-place order right now. Just take a look over my shoulder. You can actually hear them over there. I can hear them from here. They're telling the person inside that they are under arrest. They have a SWAT team surrounded around the home. There's been calls over the microphone throughout the night. This is an uprooted tree in a Waconia resident's backyard. And to give you a sense of depth, I'm about 5'8", and this is how big it is in comparison to me. Take a look at the road behind me right over here. You can just see it is completely just covered as the snow is coming down. Now it's a wet kind of snow, so it's not sticking as it did like 2 weeks ago.
Leon's remembering that first day he arrived here and we said it's never safe till June.
I know. And he said, that can't possibly be true.
Believe us now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I believe you now. Yes, I believe you guys now. Ooh, it is March. I thought, you know, it was over. I thought the weather was going to warm up, but then I heard about fall spring. So, you know, it doesn't make any sense. It was 70 on Friday, snowing today. So
That's how it goes.
And he's always had a great attitude about it.
Just look at how deep this flooding is. I'm just going to walk over here and dip my foot in it. You can see how deep it goes right there. And it's up this street over there. And it also goes, if we pan over to the left, you can see the flooding goes on the adjacent street as well. The video is going on right behind me, so I'm gonna step out of the way so you guys can get an even closer look. But, you know, just talking to Valerie today, she talked about, you know, Philando, about how he enjoyed his job and how he was working for the school district since he was 18. And she just seemed like a proud mom that just misses her son. Brr, it's cold in here. There must be some frost in the atmosphere. You heard that chant a lot, going from Tria Rink to Excel Energy Center.
And I know it's.
I'm gonna join them. I'm gonna join them.
Okay,
I'm gonna join them actually.
Going.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Stick with you.
Come on, Leon. Left. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
Go, Leon. Look at that. Who knew? Who knew? Leon stealing the show. Look at you. Have fun.
You can see there are burnt cars to a crisp there. And she says when she stood in her driveway, she told the sheriff that's not her home.
All I seen is everything charred. Shells of vehicles, bicycles, trikes. No house left. No outbuildings left. Nothing. And I got green grass in the backyard.
A home of 33 years in Brinson, gone in a matter of hours on Monday.
We left at 12:30 and my house was, the fire jumped the road and my house was consumed at 2:43.
Angie Ridgely built her dream home with her late husband, Kevin, who passed away 5 years ago.
All I could do was stand in the driveway. It was too hot.
With the St. Louis County Sheriff escort, she was able to see her home for the first time on Tuesday. Video from Sky Fox 9 shows us what's left.
It looks like a war zone. It looks like bombs were dropped.
Now Angie is left to pick up the pieces with her grandchildren, who are 2 and 6 years old.
I got 2 pairs of pants and 2 pairs of shorts, and the kids got 3 changes of clothes and pajamas, and that's it.
She's telling others to heed red flag warnings.
Minnesota is flagged red, no burning right now. Please pay attention. Don't start a fire you can't. Don't do it. Don't throw a cigarette out. Be careful. People live out in the wilderness. We have lives out there, homes.
Now, Angie says she's been on the phone with her insurance company for the past few days on how to move forward. If you'd like to help her and her grandchildren, we have information on our website, fox9.com.
I guess everything kind of hinged on me dying in the lake.
Newly released interrogation video shows Ryan Borgwart telling Green Lake County Sheriff's deputies why he faked his own death.
If your goal is to disappear, then you would do everything in your power to try to disappear, you know?
In August of 2024, he paddled his kayak and a child-sized inflatable boat out into the lake. He then overturned the kayak and dumped his phone in the lake. The case documents also contained the text message exchange between him and his now ex-wife before dumping his phone. He writes, "I'll start heading back to shore soon. Then I will," with 3 dots. She sent multiple messages. No response from Borgward.
I think just the inability to feel like you could talk to your wife about some of this stuff, and maybe the complete hopelessness that you have in the situation that you're in.
Investigators say after taking the inflatable boat back to shore, he rode an electric bike to Madison, Wisconsin, caught a bus to Toronto, and flew to Europe. Authorities searched for him for 58 days.
If you come to the lake and 10 minutes later you realize I'm not there, then you're not going to look for me, you're going to look elsewhere, and then it's going to be a real short trip to Georgia.
Borgward ended up in the Eastern Europe country of Georgia with the woman he met online.
And you end up meeting a friend somewhere on the other side of the world that sort of has a somewhat similar story, and then you just end up becoming friends. And then
Authorities tracked him down last November and convinced him to come home a month later.
I knew at some point it was probably going to be found, so I guess I was doing every effort to limit how much and when.
Borgward pleaded no contest to obstructing an officer and was sentenced to 89 days in jail. It's the same amount of time he misled authorities about his whereabouts. He also has to pay a $30,000 fine, the cost of the search.
Those 2 girls, they're so innocent. They were so sweet, so pure.
Melise and Morel White, born together at birth, now separated forever.
I had an idea, but I didn't want to believe it.
Cheyenne Smallwood tells Fox 9 she knew her younger cousins were going out Tuesday night, but she didn't expect them to be shot at East 25th Street near Bloomington Avenue in Minneapolis. Minneapolis police found Morel White dead inside a vehicle.
Just bought her car a couple weeks ago. She just signed a lease for an apartment. She had big things going for her.
Melise White was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries.
Bullet had went into her cheek. There was no exit wound, so it was still in the roof of her mouth. They had to reconstruct everything.
Police arrested 34-year-old James Ortley Thursday for this shooting.
Everyone's hurt. Everyone, why? And knowing that this is like a native on native type of deal, it's like, why would you do that? Why?
Now Melise is left to pick up the pieces and go on in life without her twin sister, her other half.
But I can't imagine how she's gonna wake up and feel knowing that, Morel's not here no more. And
Cheyenne adds that Melise's surgery was successful, and she adds that Morel was like a mom to Melise. Now Melise is left to be strong, but she's supported by family and friends. Flash flooding creating a lot of problems for Renville residents.
Well, I was at work and my neighbor brought me, texted me a picture of how it was, and I've never seen the water so high like this.
DuPont Avenue is blocked off and cars couldn't go in or out.
When I got here, I had to park my car back there just to walk over here because my car wouldn't have made it.
Many have water in their yard and basements.
Because I know I've basically lost everything, including my cars in the garage. I couldn't get it out this morning because there was too much in the street, but who knew we were going to get all of this again?
Patricia McDaniel was stranded at her home all day Wednesday. Our team had to take a four-wheeler to get to her home. She tells Fox 9 her basement is flooded up to the 9th step.
And I've got my washer and dryer down there, the furnace, AC unit, water heater, that's going to all be shot.
The soon-to-be 76-year-old tells Fox 9 there was a similar flood in 2016. People here tell me flood waters weren't as high as this one, but that one was still costly for McDaniel.
And that was like, $17,000 out of my own pocket. The insurance paid some, but I was working full-time at a manufacturing place and I had a decent living and stuff.
Now, McDaniel tells me that she is on Social Security and she works at the grocery store part-time just to make ends meet, and she has no idea how she'll get the repairs done or who to turn to. Many people came with flowers, hugs, and prayers. We saw messages of hope written on the sidewalk to a giant cross as a community comes together during a dark time.
And I think about those being my own kids at Mass on Wednesdays, praying.
A reality that's still setting in for many.
It still just feels like unreal, and I keep hoping that, I'll wake up and this will all be some terrible nightmare.
That terrible nightmare unfolded Wednesday morning at Annunciation Catholic Church. Kids were attending Mass when a shooter fired dozens of rounds into the building. An 8 and 10-year-old died. 18 others, including 15 children, were injured. Now the community is coming together. This alumnus of the Catholic school writing messages of hope, like love, will always win.
And I just feel like Spirit Strong is what we need right now, and just the ability to create in a time where there has been so much destruction is really important.
A Michigan man drove 10 hours bringing this giant cross, his hope to lift up Minneapolis during this tragedy.
But this one hits closer and harder because it's in a church, small kids. This is just a very dark and demonic tragedy.
Then there's Super Steve and his superhero dog. He's a youth hockey coach, hoping to bring comfort to children and help the community heal with his therapy dog.
Some people are handing out flowers, some people are giving out hugs. We're here giving out puppy hugs and some of her stuffed animal babies, just little small things we can do.
People are trying to do what they can to help, as this hits home for many. And some people I spoke with say this could have been their child, niece, nephew, or grandchild. And there are many ways that you can help. Information for that will be on our website, fox9.com. Live in Minneapolis, Leon Purvis, Fox 9.